So, the future of information, the future of data, the future of software, the future of the internet is about being networked or die. Right now, most companies are not networked, with the exception of one big player, is also over here, Apple. A company that's never given, you could say the same about Apple, you know, with the apps system and so on, but they're generally not considered open. It's about a network business model, that or none. That is the future of the internet. And basically moving into what my book describes, my upcoming book, into an era where we started with an ecosystem, you know, centralized, top-down, all invented inside, owned and closed, hyper-competition, to a world of ecosystems. Not eco in the sense of green, okay, don't get me wrong, but eco in the sense of an ecology, of a biosphere that interconnects to build something. Our future on the internet and our future, of course, in general, will be more like a biosphere, or there'll be a noosphere. Because we can't live in an ecosystem that we have carefully built in the industrial economy. I have to skip this one. There's a great movie by Tiffany Stein called Connected. And she's talking about how everything is becoming interdependent. And you can look it up yourself on YouTube. I'll have to skip this little for time purposes. So, since this is an information conference, let's get back to this topic, right? What does the society of big data look like? I mean, how are we going to do this? How are we going to figure out what data is of interest and when we should share it? Should our augmented reality expose our data while we're driving? Or while we're dating, as is common practice in Japan? Government requests from around the world to get content removed from Google has been flat for a while, but it's now exploding, right? That is because of social local mobile, right? Because of the social internet, because of the real-time internet, and this is totally just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, Google's request to hand over user data, I mean, this is just, you know, given 3 years, it will be another 2 million requests. Clearly, that is a major topic. Facebook knows what we're saying. Google knows what we're thinking. There's a huge difference here. And this is quite useful, you know. Knowing what you're saying is useful for a lot of reasons. But what you're thinking, Google knows because you're searching for it. You're thinking about going to Thailand, so Google knows that, but you haven't told your Facebook friends. There's quite a difference. Google is already inside of the head. Have you thought in the open? Is that the future of information? Perpetual WikiLeaks of every person at a company? I'm not so sure. I think there is some benefit, of course, to transparency, and there should be transparency. But, you know, if the television knows who we are, I don't know. It's an international tool, as you can see. You can watch this on YouTube, but this shows that we really have a global village. Right after this, you know, guess who was the next guy to do this? The United Nations General Secretary, Ban Ki-moon. Learned how to do the Gangnam Style Korean dance at a conference, and he was also taped on YouTube. So the global village is here, and I think Helmut Schmidt from Google also did it. Right? It was like a wave that's still percolating around the globe. So clearly now we have a global village. And this picture shows how the global village of information exists only because our feet are stuck together. It doesn't exist because we're all disconnected and we're all different places, but we create something together.